Okay, so here we have two guests today. Would you mind introducing
My
yourself?
name is Mary Phillips, and I lived in Ontario from 1946 to 1956.
Great. So you were one of the original residents before the town was even formed?
Correct, yes.
My name is Sherry Mueller, and I lived on a farm outside of Ontarioville and was lucky enough to meet Mary at a grocery store owned by the Backuses. And their home is now the executive house in the incorporated Hanover Park.
And the farm that you're mentioning is what we today know as the Sod Farm.
Right, and it was originally
Off of
known as
Lake.
the Harmoning Farm, and my dad bought it in 1939 or 40 in there. And we lived on that property, or they did, until the Elgin O'Hare Expressway took the chunk of the farm that they had built another home on away, and then they moved to Lake in the Hills before they passed away. But I lived on that farm as a child, and Mary and I trained my steers to be shown at the DuPage County Fair because I was a member of the Wayne 4-H Club.
Wow.
And literally, well, Mary, you went to school where?
Yes,
we'll go
I
back.
went to school first and fourth grade in Ontarioville in the two-room schoolhouse. We had first through fourth grade in one room, which was where I was, and then fifth through eighth grade in the other room. And I think the fond memories, it's so different today because the children are so protected, but I remember the swings out and back that were so huge, and you don't try to make them go over the top. I remember the teeter-totters were huge, and someone would be up or when you were up, they would jump off the other end and you'd go crashing down. I mean, it was just totally different, I think, from the way kids are. Sherry and I were talking about that today, the way kids are protected from so much.
And you went to the Ontarioville School, and at that time also it was called Ontarioville School?
I don't remember what it was called. I just remember it was a two-room school.
Two-room school.
In Ontarioville. And then second and third grade, I went to school in Bartlett. And so that, and that also, we had different grades in the same room.
Okay. And you were mentioning that you had
went
gone
to a
into Harmony
one-room
House,
school.
one-room school.
With no plumbing. all my 8 grades. And it was the Lutheran school in Rodenburg, on the corner there of Rodenburg Road and Irving Park. And there's still the school that was built after I graduated from the one-room schoolhouse, and I can get a picture of that one-room schoolhouse for you too. But it was a wonderful, all 8 grades in one school, and then the pastor from St. John's Church, because that was a St. John's Lutheran Church, which is now your Smyrna, still that pretty white church on the edge of Church Road there.
On Church Road.
He would come and teach catechism at the one-room school, and we were very lucky. It was a different kind of childhood. We were talking about a book by Jonathan Haidt. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called The Anxious Generation, where he talks about how now we protect our children physically to the extreme. Like we would do bicycle shows with no helmets, but we're not protecting them enough digitally. And that whole how do we protect them from social media? But when I went to the one-room school, the teacher there was no organized play whatsoever. So the kids made it up as we went along, or we would ice skate on the swamp with no supervision whatsoever, and we all seemingly turned out okay. I had a wonderful dinner with several of my elementary school friends that are still around that at some point you might
In
want
Hanover Park?
They're very articulate couple is in Bloomingdale. Richard and Janet Zellick and another and they all went to the one school, and they all went to the church in Ontarioville. I can put you in
Mind
touch.
sharing more about your history and your experience about buildings in Hanover Park? That's really
Buildings in
curious.
Hanover Park. Do you want to? What pops into your head? There were two grocery stores. The one where we met, and then later a modern Benner's came in, and that was because the Bacchus store was more a general store, and then there was a law office
Yes.
that had a woman's name on it. I never read
Anna Merrick.
but it said to me as a kid, a woman can be a lawyer, which was a neat message back in the day, in the 50s. Okay. And of course
the post office with the little boxes with the little dials that you turn to get your mail. Yeah.
And well, your home, describe your home, because if you put yourself where that white church is, then Mary lived, was that a mile, half mile away down Church
Probably a
Road?
mile. I lived not too far before it kind of ends and makes a jog or something now.
Oh,
And her
south?
uncle drove me out there. When did he pass away? It was probably
16, so it would probably have been around 14.
10 years ago about 10 years ago or so. He drove me out there, and my dad had taken slips off somebody's willow tree and rooted them in milk jugs, and we planted them. And I saw those trees that my dad and I had planted, huge willow trees. But the house is gone. The house has been gone for many years, but the trees were still there. But then when I've gone out there recently, it's so overgrown out at that end of.
So you're talking
Church
south of the church on Church Road.
Yeah.
Yes, that area
Yeah.
is overgrown.
But it was a very little house, and when I'd go to Sherry's home, it was like a mansion. I mean, I lived in a 2-bedroom little house.
And when
then
you
there
say
was-
Sherry's home, are you referring to the Harmoning House?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. When we'd play in the
Harmoning
I would
House.
go and play at the Harmony.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah. The one other building that I recall is a tavern. And Mary, you found a wonderful photograph that you gave me, that you found on eBay of a tavern. But the memory I have of the name of it was Two Steps Down. And I have, which I don't know whether you'd be interested in it someday, but it's a clothes tree from Two Steps Down, given to my father by Gordon Jensen. And that's back in, how that happened, God knows. I don't know. But that's one of the artifacts. I need to find a home for it. So there was a guy named Mark Salk.
Yeah.
Did you know the artist? Oh,
Yeah.
You can just pass that around. I have, he did that. He did that, and he did a lot of paintings. And I have a lovely painting of the barn. That is really, I need to take photographs of these. Now, of course, that barn is nothing like the barn there.
Oh my God, there's a church.
Depiction.
Is this the executive house?
Yeah, I bet it.
And have you ever recalled
That
seeing?
looks like the executive
Yes.
house, and that's the church. That
Yeah.
one-
And
that was
then
the
that's
church.
Anna Merrick's.
When I was
Possibly
there.
Anna Merrick's.
Church moved from there somewhere else.
Yes.
And then that's
The one in Ontarioville, the St. John Lutheran.
Really? I didn't, I didn't know that far back. You could restore the horse part, the stable part of the barn. I have photographs I took when you
Sherry,
and I went.
is that a picture, a painting, or?
It's a painting that I had framed that I bought from him.
And I always thought of the barn as being so huge, as a child. And then we went to visit it last year, and it is huge. That's Sherry and I standing in front of the barn.
It is very.
Little specks.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago for a 4-H project, I went to Wheaton and tried, and my memory is I saw in a book, it was the farm was started and the home built, the first part of it,
I lot
in
of pictures of the inside too.
1865.
Right.
Is that
Yeah, it's about.
jive with what?
Yeah.
Yeah, be pretty much
Probably about
simultaneously.
1865.
So we need to think about plaquing that. So you're right.
For the barn to be plaqued.
Plaqued. Yeah.
Good.
Because it looks like it's the same stone foundation.
Thing Randy did was she saved some of the gingerbread from the house.
Right.
So one can, I don't know what it would take. Hopefully we could talk her out of some of it. But I really congratulated her for doing it and
Right.
encouraged
Yeah.
it.
The
So
door
there's-
frames and
There's a
you know,
newel
different
post
things.
from the Harmony
Right,
House.
I saw that online, because there was, when the Harmony House went down, the town cried,
Oh,
right?
I can
Oh, yeah.
It
imagine.
was
I
so
did too.
difficult, even for those of us that were not native to here from the beginning. It was just
Yeah,
a little piece
should
of
have
us
been
just
a-
dying, right?
It should have been a
And so-
museum,
To know that the barn is still there,
Yeah.
and that some items were protected, online, someone put that they have a post that they saved, some of their gingerbread. I don't know who that person was, but
Probably Tom.
I reached out and I
Maybe.
said, would you like to talk to us about that, because we want to preserve that as much as possible. That was such an important structure in town.
Did you ever go into the executive house also? Or
I don't
or the
know.
dairy or
No. I can unearth a picture of the Bacchuses at a Christmas party my parents held. So I think we can find what they looked like.
So you never went to the Anameric business, the law office, or anything like that?
Not inside. No. No. Did you? I don't think. Well, Mary moved to. You should tell them when you left.
Yeah, I left, it was probably 1956, and we moved to a suburb of Chicago, Morton Grove, and very different life. Very
The
different.
Ontarioville schoolhouse that you went to, what was did you say it was brick or was it, you said two schoolroom, like a schoolhouse? Do you remember, can you describe the school at all?
I just remember there were, to me, they seemed like huge rooms, the two rooms where you had first and fourth grade and then fifth and eighth grade, and very large rooms. But other than that, I don't remember a lot about it.
Was there a gymnasium?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. There was I think there was a basement
Just like the interior of the bar
where they
and
had
some of the
events,
things
because
she
I
saved.
remember going to
I love
bingo
long-
with my
State
parents in the
How long were you guys
basement.
in town this time?
Dad took the train he worked in downtown Chicago at Rand McNally Map Company, and he took the train from Ontarioville downtown every day, and Mom and I would take him, because we of course only had one car, and we would take him to the train station and pick him up at night.
do you recall going into the grocery store that was what became Benner's Cash and Carry?
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember the pickle jar, the big pickle jar.
So that became a music school for a while, and
Right.
now it has become a salon suites. So the latest owner has now converted several rooms into salon suites.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
latest on it.
I don't
Yeah,
Is the administration.
It seemed like there
of the
were
National Exchange Program.
maybe
Over the
three
years,
three
I got to know
aisles
Senator
across or
Fulbright.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you wrote a mystery book at
The-
age 14.
Yes, and the title of it was The Courageous Kids, and it was thinly veiled Nancy Drew format. But we celebrated our 80th birthdays
Where's the
together,
book now?
and her
Yeah,
husband, and I still have it.
Oh, yeah. I wanna read
Mary
it.
put it. She designed a cover for it, like a Nancy Drew thing.
With one of our photos.
Did you ever publish?
No, it was for us, but the reason I'm holding this necklace is it says half CK. I'll tell them our secret. We called ourselves the Courageous Kids because we were going to solve mysteries like Nancy Drew did. Of course, we searched for them.
Right.
But anyway, so when we celebrated our 80th birthdays and our friendship together 2 years ago, my Vladimir got us this necklace. Where is it?
I should have brought mine.
Yeah, that says half CK, and Mary had one too from me.
Oh.
And her husband
It's that.
made necklaces that
Right.
did he do your earrings? I mean, he did a bigger, and it's got half CK.
He did my,
Oh,
my
that is
last
precious.
It is precious.
He's a
And-
jeweler?
Pardon?
Your husband designs jewelry?
He does lapidary now, yeah.
In town?
The parsonage, which
Well,
is
you
next
did,
to the
okay, yeah.
church, because the ministers played a huge role in my life. And you would, I think, I'm trying to remember what did you, because you didn't go to the church, but occasionally you'd go to the
I
church
went to
picnics
Sunday
with me.
school there.
Did you go to
I
Sunday
started there and well, that's another story, but my parents pulled me out. You've probably heard that story before. And then we went to the Baptist church, and I don't remember where that was. But my dad had some roots with Baptists, and so we went there. And then they sent me to summer camp. I was the youngest
Yeah.
child at summer camp in Wisconsin or someplace. I remember that vividly. In fact, the
And I took care of your
museum
teddy
gal
bear
found
at
an
the time.
article about that. She found an article about Mary Godfrey being sent by the Baptist church to this. I thought, oh my goodness, I've never seen that.
Well,
So the parsonage was there when you,
Yeah.
and you've been inside it. And when you see it today, does it look similar to how it was originally?
I
or
think so. I mean, I have to go back. I haven't
Yeah.
been. One of our favorite haunts was the pet cemetery.
Oh, I was gonna ask
And
you
I have
about
3
it.
cats there.
My favorite.
3 cats
You
there.
do.
2 years ago, when we buried Mimi's ashes, Gary has this wonderful briefcase, and not a computer, and he's got charts of where it all is.
Oh my God.
And I said to him, I hope, what are you going to do? Because he's somewhat frail. And he said his son is taking over. So I was somewhat mollified by that. But we want to go to the pet cemetery and
Just make
See
sure
what's
it's
going
not
on.
raining.
no, our parents. I would bike to Roselle.
Oh,
I mean,
what about the other cemetery that's next to the church? Was that there as well?
yes,
when-
and we played there as
back-
kids. And they always had wonderful church picnics. I think you probably went to a few of those.
Yeah.
And we were where St. John's moved, which is where I was married. It's where my parents had their funerals. And I have a plate that occurred to me that it would be good for y'all to have, and I can
Where did
send
they
you that.
move to?
On Devon Avenue. There are, if you go, okay, here's Bacchus's, Benner's, okay, and then you follow Ontario Road, which is now Devon, Devon.
Mhm.
Then over to the right, there's a church,
Yeah.
and that's where St. John's.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
in Bartlett.
That's St. John's Lutheran Church still, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Is that where the mayor lives?
That's in Bartlett.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
almost the first property in Bartlett. I think that's the end of.
So that's where the Lutheran church moved to. They
Yeah.
went from one. Okay.
Yeah, after having services in Set Screw in Bartlett for several years while the construction was going on.
Okay.